Hi everybody, it's Patrick. So we're going to do something kind of fun today, but there are some really practical applications to what I'm going to show you. What I'm actually going to show you is how to wash a Labubu, how to clean your Labubu, because you probably have one. If you don't, you're probably going to. So I thought I'd show you how to clean it, because I see a lot of people walking around with them in the mall and they sometimes could use some cleaning. But, you know, this would work for any stuffies. Like, I mean, it could be, you know, jelly cats or squishables or whatever, or just your child's favorite stuffed animal. And a lot of those aren't safe to go in the washing machine, or you don't want to put them in the washing machine. So I'm going to show you how to do it, but I'm going to show you with a Labubu. And my friend Jane sells Labubus, and I actually asked her if I could borrow one, you know, that she'd been carrying. And she said, no. If you do it, you have to do a new one. And I said, but it's not going to be dirty. And she said, but you need to unbox it so that you can prove that it's real. So believe it or not, I'm going to unbox a Labubu, and then I'm going to show you how to wash it, even though, you know, she will be brand new, but the technique is still going to work. So here it is. If you haven't seen these, there it is. You can see, you know, they're the hottest thing, and you probably have, in total fairness, seen them and not realized what you were looking at. But we're going to open the box. There it is. I thought the pull tab was on the other end. So we're going to open the box. And what's fun about Labubus, here's the sticker. But what's fun about Labubus is they're blind boxed and you don't know what you're getting. And you know, this one does say Pop Mart because it is real. So they have this little tab and you tear them open and you're gonna get one of several colors. Like, oh, I don't have my glasses on. This is the season, this generation 1. They're up to generation 3. So you can have, I was gonna name off the colors: sea salt caramel, toffee, sesame, green, lychee, and I can't even see that one. It's the beige, it's the white. So let's see what color this one is. Oh, it's beige. Oh, it's super cute. So this was probably sesame. Oh, it's super fun. And actually, I gotta be honest, you know, they're monsters, but they're sort of silly, but truthfully, they're kind of cute. I'll bring it in, you can see it. So there it is. See, they're kind of cute. They look like little bunnies with like scary faces. Anyway, so that is what a Labubu is. Now, they're plush, so I'm gonna show you how to clean one, but like I said, this technique would work for any sort of stuffed animal. So let's get started. And this is a really funny technique. I did it once on my TV show, but I've never done a video about it. I've never shown you how, because it's not often that laundry starts with the KitchenAid, but today it's going to. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put in about a tablespoon of soap flakes. It's about a tablespoon, roughly a tablespoon. There it is. And then we're going to add just a tiny bit of water, because we actually want to melt the flakes. This is my sink. It's off camera, but you can tell, you can hear it. So what we actually want to do is we want to melt the flakes. So we're going to use hot water. This is tap hot. For me, tap hot is 165 degrees, I happen to know. So we're going to put in about 2 tablespoons. And that's where we're going to start. We may put in more. So then we're going to lock this and we're going to start whisking. And at first, we're going to whisk kind of slow and slow, because we're trying to dissolve the flakes. So I'm going to do that, and I'll come back to you in just a second. Okay, so this is done. It took about a minute, but here, I want you to see what happened. I'll bring this to you so you can see it. Do you see that? We created foam. I ended up adding about 6 tablespoons of water. And now what I'm gonna do with the Labubu. We're going to have to name her. We're going to have to think of what her name is going to be. But this will, like I said, works on any plushie. What you do is you grab the soap. See this foam? We're going to rub this foam into the, I want to call it fur, into the plush. And what we're going to do, the reason we're doing this is a lot of stuffed animals aren't really safe to get wet. I don't know. I'm guessing these are not, truthfully. I'm guessing these are not. What I will tell you is Jane told me that they get dirtiest at like their, oh my gosh, I've become one of those people, at their paws. Which makes sense because a lot of people, I mean, you see like Cher had one hanging off of her handbag. Everybody hangs them off their bag like this. So anyway, so what you do, okay, bring this in close because you need to see it. Do you see it's sort of like matted? I can't think of a better way to call it. Because we've covered it in soap, and that soap is right now lifting up any dirt that would be on it. So then we're going to take some clear water and we're just going to buff it off. We're just going to rub it off. And what's going to happen is when it lifts, it's going to take the dirt off with it. Let's see, there we go. It's just going to lift off all of the soap, and when the soap comes off, the dirt will come off. If you were doing this to like a stuffy that your child or your fur baby, either one, like to put in their mouth, you could actually add a little oxygen bleach to this. If you're going to add the oxygen bleach to it, what I want you to do is I want you to put the oxygen bleach in the hot water, the 2 or 3 tablespoons to start, dissolve it, and then put the soap on top of that, and then start beating the soap in. You're going to beat the soap into this foam, and the foam is already starting to collapse. So if you want to do several, like if you just decide that the day is the day you're going to do all of the stuffies, fine, just mix it up, do a couple, and then you can just beat it back, you know, and beat it back in. So there she is. I'm told Labubus are girls. So there she is. And then I'm going to take my horsehair brush and I'm going to brush her fur back into place. It's funny, I have a friend who had his Labubu tattooed, which is a thing. The other thing Jane told me is a lot of people, they get really dirty right here. If that happens, just take your brush, dip it into the soap, we'll do it, and just scrub their face. A real Labubu, if you scrub their face, the paint will come off. The paint on their face won't come off. So I know this is really silly, but it's really fun. And it was a fun way to answer a question that a lot of people have, which is how to care for stuffed animals. But since everybody's buying Labubus and everybody has a Labubu, so there it is. That is literally the whole process. And it is barely damp. It's warm in here and I do have a fan on, but it's barely damp. You could blow dry this if you needed to. I actually had the blow dryer here, but truthfully, I didn't need to. And the Labubu is as good as, oh no. Well, I'm gonna have to say it. The Labubu is as good as new. So this works for any stuffed animal you have. It obviously works for your Labubu, but thank you so much for watching. And I hope you had fun. This was kind of a fun one to make. Hope you had fun, had a great day. And I'll come in close so you can see her. If you have a suggestion for a name, put it in the comments. That'll be fun. But I'll come in close. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Bye.